Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from August the 8th up to August the 14th, 2021. And this is for you coming from Pisces. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to have a 90-minute session with me. And I will talk to you about your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers, how to reach that fantastic energy within you, your soul, and a lot of other information. We'll talk about that later. Sunday, the 8th of August, morning and afternoon, planets are moving very slow. They wish to cancel your plans. They wish to postpone them. They make two unnecessary changes to upset you and frustrate you. So it's going to be a frustrating morning and afternoon period. And people you may know from your past may bother you. People that you know and had problems from, they will trouble you. So it's past affairs also adding in to giving you problems. So you need to go slow with the slow planets. You cannot go faster than your own planets. You do that, you'll be in no man's land. So be careful of delays and frustration and postpones of any kind. Nothing will work. So try not to be too pushy. Evening and nightfall, you become pushy because you have been frustrated. You become dominating because you want some action and you want the result from somebody, a decision to be made. Don't let that happen because these planets are negative in the evening nightfall period. They make you come out bossy. They make you come out dominating. They make you come out thinking too emotionally rather than using facts and figures. So if you don't have to be out with people evening and nightfall, even better. Monday, the 9th of August, that's a wonderful morning and afternoon. Some energies may be too powerful for you. So take the soft approach in the morning and afternoon, using words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft. That'll make you very clever and very successful and get people thinking your way and coming to favor you as well. If you take the blunt approach, the provocative approach, you may upset people suddenly and unexpectedly. Evening and nightfall, that's not too good because planets have started to move fast. Firstly, they make you very impulsive. Secondly, they make you unnecessarily lacking an objective, wanting to be different, wanting to be rebellious, wanting to be basically a pain in the neck. That's what you're trying to be in the evening and nightfall. And one or two of these morning determined planets will be there, making you this time aggressive in your speech and aggressive in your action, and bringing unexpected people turning against you. So be careful and drive slowly as well. Don't be aggressive. Tuesday, the 10th of August, is a good morning and afternoon for you. The aura is shining, it says. So go out and connect with people, whether on the internet, whether personal wise, whether in emails, whether phone calls. Communicate and promote yourself, promote your ideas. Some planets are moving quickly. Don't be impatient for results. Don't be impatient for people for their agreements. Take your time. Things will work slowly for you. You'll get the objective that you want coming into your control. And you'll be able to impress your bosses if you're working or your business people if you're doing business. Chasing for the romance, not a bad idea. Evening and nightfall, planets are moving now extremely fast and they make you impatient and hasty and impulsive and argumentative all at once. That means you become not a very nice person in the sense that everything you say and do now becomes arrogant and you become very critical of others. And is very quickly you form judgments which are always going to be wrong throughout the whole day or throughout the evening and nightfall period. So don't pass judgments on anything. Count to five silently before you say anything or do something and drive slowly. Accidents of all kinds are taking place. Wednesday, the 11th of August, peace returns to your horoscope. Now you become emotionally very stable. In fact, a bit too stable. You start to think emotionally who you're having lunch with, who you're going to have dinner with, that romance that you're looking for, and all that. Well, it's a working day, and if you're working, you can't afford to let the emotional planets be too emotional. If it's in business, don't think emotionally. So you need to insert some kind of logic in everything and everything that you do and say in this morning and afternoon if you're at work or if you're in business. Having lunch with somebody. Don't think emotionally. Be factual. Use your logic. Try to discuss things in that way. These are good planets. And if you're not working and you have a lot of time on your hands, you'll be imaginative and you'll be creative and you'll be chasing that romance that you want. Evening and nightfall really becomes lucky now. Now the solid planets are there in the evening nightfall period. You have to be out and mix with people. You can be rewarded in many, many ways. Some people you know from your past, worthwhile chasing them for ideas, chasing them for support of every kind. So be out and about, and you will see that even on the internet, you score some wonderful making contacts because your creative level will be very, very high. Use it. Thursday, the 12th of August, morning and afternoon dominating planets are there. They obviously make you stubborn immediately. You're not looking at the view mark of other people, only your own. That's called stubbornness. And you'll be dominating as well, wanting to control and push your plan through at every cost. Don't do that because these are not your best positive planets. You do that and you will be found to be making mistakes, planning too big, and planning unnecessarily what you cannot later on sustain. Evening and nightfall is much, much better. There's a cluster of planets that want to help you. They make your aura shine. Now, if you discuss your plans with people, they understand what you want. They understand exactly what you are trying to do. And you'll get all that support in the evening nightfall period. Go to the internet. I see a whole cluster of internet planets there. You'll make some great contacts in the evening nightfall. And when I say your aura is shining, it just makes you originally very, very acceptable to people. Friday, the 13th of August, that's a nasty day, let me tell you. 24 hours of nastiness is waiting for you. And if you listen to me, you will minimize exposure to risk, verbal risk, physical risk, emotional risk, financial risk. Morning and afternoon planets are whizzing around at a very big, fast speed, and they make you very impulsive, saying wrong things, doing wrong things, and you get yourself a whole load of a bucket full of problems. So say less and do less, whether at work, whether in business, whether at home, whether socializing, because you are just not thinking rationally. You are thinking rebelliously. You are not being on the same wavelength as people. So try to have teamwork in everything that you plan in the morning and afternoon. There, some members of your team may realize the mistakes you're making, that you'll be safer. Otherwise, you're going to attract a lot of blame and everything going wrong. Having lunch with somebody, think very carefully because you're going to get upset about something or another. Don't show that upsetness. Evening and nightfall, planets start to go slow, but don't celebrate yet. These slow planets are also against you. And hour by hour in the evening nightfall, bad news just comes and comes and comes. The more you expose yourself, the more you're out with people, the more you're in company of people which are not good for you, the exposure becomes worse and worse and worse. So what can you do? If I were you, I wouldn't bother going out. I'd stay in my own area, my home, safe and sound. Only be with people I can trust because you're going to be disappointed in one way or another in the evening and nightfall. That is the plan. And be careful, accidents can also happen. And people you might know from your past you meet, you will not be happy with. Saturday, the 14th of August. Now the morning afternoon planets are moving at a fantastically fast pace. And they make you fantastically fast in speech and fast in action and fast in everything that can go wrong. So again, say less and do less in the morning afternoon. Don't want to judge people. Don't want to criticize people. Tell yourself that whatever you say is going to be misinterpreted. So miscommunication, miscalculation waiting to happen in this morning and afternoon period. Why get yourself into trouble by suggesting things even? Be part of a team. Let somebody else take charge. Let them do all the work. Just sit back quiet, watch, and just be happy. There's a planet of anger there as well in the morning, afternoon, trying to make your tongue as sharp as a razor. So you don't want to do that because you might just end up being very sarcastic and you will be retaliated by others. Evening and nightfall does improve, but the anger planets are there. Some of the fast planets are there. They don't disappear into thin air. But the evening you will find more control. If only you take the soft approach, using words which are soft, the tone of voice which is soft, the body language which is soft. That's the way you get these planets under control in a nice way. And they then turn out to give you the protection and they turn out to give you the help that you want. These fast planets are also seen in the evening nightfall. So you still have that nervous energy, making you unnecessarily too active in thought, too active in speech, too active in action. Count to five in your heart. Take a deep breath, settle down, and then start to talk to people. Because the slowness with these fast planets is the way that you control them, and you'll control your sharp tongue at the same time. That's how you do it. About the 90-minute session. Yes, I want to teach you in this 90-minute session how to climb the ladder of success in every area of life. And I can do that by knowing your date of birth, your time of birth, and especially reading your palms. And I'll talk to you about how to reach that supernatural energy. I call that the soul. And if you can connect with it, you'll become somebody very, very special. More than that, I will teach you how to formulate your own lottery numbers if you want to wish to play lotteries. And your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky days and your lucky actions. All these energies in the 90 minutes. All it will cost you is USD $50. That's all. So here's my email again. Send me this email. Let's get the ball rolling to make you somebody very special in the next 9 years, to reach the stars, to fulfill your dreams like people have done for themselves. It's not very difficult. I look forward to you sending me an email and we'll get on with it. Until then, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.